Transportation is changing, and in many cities around the world, that change is becoming increasingly electric. From environmental concerns to rising operating costs and changing consumer habits, electric vehicles are becoming part of conversations about the future of mobility. Now, in Nigeria, the conversation is beginning to take shape within the e-hailing sector, where drivers face daily realities around fuel costs, vehicle maintenance, charging access, and customer expectations. But beyond the headlines and innovation stories is a more practical question. What does it actually look like to drive an electric vehicle for a living? Now, today on Space.com, we speak with an e-hailing driver in Lagos, Southwest Nigeria, who is making that transition and experiencing the opportunities and challenges firsthand. Now, this is not just a conversation about technology, it is a conversation about costs, convenience, infrastructure, and what the future of transportation could mean for everyday commuters.
Okay, so it's time to embark on that journey. I'm about to enter an electric vehicle, but more importantly, I'm going to ask Mr. Olufemi Temitope. Yes, that's his name. He's right behind me here, so he's going to take us on a brief journey while we ask him all about e-hailing driving with an electric vehicle here in Lagos, Southwest Nigeria. I hope you enjoy the ride with us too, because I plan to enjoy it. Join us. So I can't hear a sound. In fact, this car has been on and I didn't know it was on. See, another electric car. So it means that these cars have come to stay. Okay, so Mr. Temitope is ready for us to ask the questions.
My name is Olufemi Temitope. I can say I've been doing e-hailing generally for the past 10 years.
Oh wow, 10 with other services, right? Yes, okay. But you were using the normal fuel car, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what made you decide to start driving an electric vehicle instead of the fuel-powered car?
Electric vehicle, I try electric vehicle just because now I have to know the difference between the electric one and the fuel vehicle, so that I will definitely know the real one I want. So now I can see that as I try this one for the past, let's say 3 years now, electric vehicle is the best for me.
Okay, so you've been doing this for electric vehicle for 3 years?
Yes.
Okay, so before making this switch, what expectations did you have and how different has the reality been?
Yeah, electric vehicle is quite different from the normal fuel vehicle, just because at least it's soundless, then eco-free, and I think due to the price of the fuel in the country right now, I believe this one is the better. Meanwhile, the price of this charging of the electric vehicle is even lesser than the fuel vehicle.
Okay. Oh, it's lesser to charge it?
Yes.
Okay, we'll come to charging. But from a business perspective, how do you how do operating costs compare with your previous experience using fuel? If you could give us practical example, you buy fuel of maybe 5 liters compared to charging. What's the comparison?
If you buy fuel, at least for a full tank of a mini car,
Okay.
it will take nothing less than 45,000 naira.
Okay.
Nothing less than 45,000 naira. And this one, maximum is 25 to 30,000. So I believe at least this one is the best.
Okay, so charging, we're in Nigeria, I see abroad that people just enter and charge their electric vehicles, they just enter the station. But charging will be a big question people ask. So how do you manage charging in Lagos, and what has the experience been like? Where do you charge and how do you charge as in stations now?
Right now in Lagos, on mainland, we have at least 3 functionable stations in Ikeja alone.
Okay.
Which is, I think, Marriott Hotel, then Sheraton Hotel, and Jaramo, which I can easily say.
Okay. I think they should make people know more about it.
You're still watching Space.com on LN247, a show that is all about our environment. We are talking about the EV experience. E-hailing goes electric. So we'll take a quick break for our campaign on Let's Fight Flooding Together. Flooding is becoming a serious challenge in many parts of Nigeria, especially during the rainy season. Streets turn into rivers, homes are affected, and daily life is disrupted. But in many cases, flooding is not only just caused by heavy rain, it is made worse by what we do every day. Blocked drains, improper waste disposal, and poor environmental habits all play a role in turning rainfall into disaster. One of the biggest causes of urban flooding is simple: blocked drainage systems. When people dump refuse into gutters and canals, water has nowhere to go. Instead of flowing freely, it overflows into roads and homes. Keeping our drains clean is not just the government's responsibility. It starts with every individual, every household, and every community. Let us take action today. Do not wait for the next flood before you care. Stop dumping waste into drains. Join community cleanup efforts. Report blocked waterways. Together, we can keep our environment safe, clean, and flood-free. Fight flooding together, because prevention begins with you.
Okay, so glad to have you back. We are here with Temitope Olufemi, and we are in his electric vehicle. It's an e-hailing one. So we've been asking him questions. So if you missed the first part of the questions, we are now taking the second part of the question. So he has talked about charging, he has talked about how better it is for him to actually use this other than the fuel-powered option. So we have this question for you now. So we're talking about passengers. Have passengers noticed that your vehicle is electric, and what kind of reaction and questions do you usually receive? Like I asked him because I took the vehicle, I was asking a lot of questions. I said, no, every other person must know this. So how does your passengers, how do they react to knowing that this is an electric vehicle? Do they even notice before they now start asking questions?
Yes, the first thing they notice that when I get to their pickup location,
Okay.
There is they can't hear any sound, and it's quite different to them and strange. So those are the things. And when they enter, they now check the interior, then how there is no is keyless and all those things. And even the gear is different. So those are the things. And now they will be now asking question that, okay, we have to, how is it going to be? How does it work? How long does it last? All those questions.
You become journalists. Okay, quite an experience. Okay, so let's talk about challenges. Okay, tell us some biggest challenges you have faced driving electric vehicle for e-hailing have you faced any challenges doing this?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
So it's a good one.
I think electric car is the best. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee that.
So let's look at your charging. Give me the duration. Like today, so at the time of filming this is 11:48 a.m. Okay, that's when we filmed this. So when did you charge this vehicle and how long is it going to last?
I charge. If I charge overnight, let's say I pick up a car around 6 a.m. in the morning, then definitely it's going to last me nothing less than, at least it will last before I can go for another charging, just because of the yearly business moving up and down. And at least before I will go back, it's going to take maybe around evening time, around 5 p.m.
Okay.
So
5 p.m.
Yes.
From morning.
Yes. So it now depends on how you use, then and just how you drive it.
Yes.
That's the best thing. And the mode you put it, either eco, there is eco mode.
Okay. Eco mode.
Then there is some standard mode.
Okay.
While the other mode is sport mode. So the best mode is to drive is eco mode, which is the best for at least within the town. It's the best for the within the town. Then you stay on eco mode to keep your battery longer. Okay, that's the best thing.
Okay. Wow. So I was thinking when you were talking, you've not experienced it. So once the charging wears off, your car goes off, right?
Yes.
There's nothing stored somewhere to make you at least get to. What if you don't? There's no charging station, because these charging stations are not everywhere. What if you're not close to a charging station? What happens?
You can see the percentage of the battery.
Okay.
On your dashboard. Then at least you will see the percentage. Once it's 20-25%, then you definitely drive towards
the
area. Then go for charging. That's what we do.
Okay, let's look at cost. Have there been differences in comfort, maintenance, performance, or daily operations? You know, when we look at costs, of course, compared to the fuel-powered car, comfort, maintenance, performance, or daily operations, what's the difference?
Okay, the difference is, at least when you use the electric car, then if you are experienced with a fuel car before, you will see that the difference is very clear, and definitely it shows that electric car may serve you longer. Then you don't need to be stressing. There is scarcity of fuel, all those things. Then you don't need for that.
Okay, so of course you eliminate scarcity of fuel. So you're not in the same league with all these other vehicles here. Nice. So do you think Lagos currently has the infrastructure needed to support more electric vehicles, or is there a long way to go? Because yes, it's in this area of charging. Yes, though, like you said, if you're driving a car, you should know when your car goes low. Though yes, there's fuel everywhere, but this one is electric. But do you think Lagos can accommodate more of these electric vehicles? infrastructure-wise?
Yes, Lagos can accommodate it.
Okay.
Then the more the car come in, then the more I think they will be having a charging station around.
Okay, building more.
Yes, just to be easier for the vehicle users. So that's it.
Okay. Let's look ahead more. Would you encourage other drivers to consider electric vehicles? And what will you need? What would you want them to improve? Okay, let me just leave that as another question. Will you encourage other drivers to do this?
Yes, I do. Even I do encourage them. Like meanwhile, they used to ask, please, how can they get this? Then what are the options? They definitely we tell them these are the options. They now see that the difference is clear.
Yeah.
So what they are using right now, which is the best.
Okay, before I ask you about what you want done, did you buy it? And how, people might say, an electric car. Even when you hear electric car, you think of Elon Musk as if he's the only one that can drive it. But it's in Nigeria, it's in Lagos, and it's used for e-hailing, and it's even cheaper. So, what was the purchase like? Was it are you on hire purchase, or are you on installment paying, or you bought it off, and how is the cost?
Right now I'm not on hire purchase.
Okay.
But very soon I think I will, because at least I have the experience, I know about the car, then know more about the car, so that even if I go for the higher purchase, I know that I'm okay with that.
Okay, so how did you buy it? You bought it, just bought it with your money? Or?
No, it's owned by a company.
A company, okay, it's owned by the company that we're using. So if the company deems it fit to come to space.com, yeah, I will mention your name. But for now, it's owned by a company, and he is driving for the company, making his money and making for the company as well, right? Some other e-hailing services. There was a time they had was it a protest, a strike, that the money was not enough. Sometimes when you enter their cabs, that thing started happening recently. They will tell you, please, you add 1k for me, add 2k for me. The trip does not really favor me. It doesn't apply to this electric e-hailing service that we are using.
No.
Okay.
We are contented with whatever.
Oh, so it's enough.
It's enough for us. It's enough. I think it's enough.
Okay, that's quite interesting. So, but let me ask you, you've been praising this. Is there anything you would like to be improved on for this, maybe the e-hailing or the electric vehicle itself? Do you have any recommendations, or it's just okay?
Any recommendation?
Yes, you want anything you want to be improved or done?
I think if our government can support us,
okay,
that will be the
support you in what way?
At least to make import duties, and I think to make it easier for everybody.
Okay, to be able to
purchase this.
Not just as e-hailing, but something someone can drive personally.
On your personal.
Because it's quite expensive, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the only major thing.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we'll take another quick break. When we return, we'll wrap this up.
Electric vehicles are often discussed as the future of transportation. But for drivers on the road every day, the future is already becoming a lived experience. As interest grows around cleaner mobility and alternative transport solutions, questions remain around affordability, charging infrastructure, policy support, and long-term sustainability. What is clear, however, is that transitions like this are not only about technology, they are about people, livelihoods, and the realities of moving through cities every day. And as Lagos continues to evolve, conversations like this may offer a glimpse into what transportation could look like in the years ahead. Now, before we go, let's bring you another Fight Flooding campaign message.
Stop Flooding Together, an LN247space.com campaign.
The rain is here. Are we ready? The rains have returned, and with them, the rising waters. Across our streets, communities, and neighborhoods, flooding is no longer a distant warning. It's happening now. But while heavy rainfall is beyond our control, many of the effects of flooding are not. Blocked drainage systems, indiscriminate waste disposal, building on waterways, and poor environmental habits make every downpour more dangerous. What starts as rain quickly becomes flooded roads, damaged homes, interrupted businesses, and avoidable loss. This season calls for action, not panic. Clear drains around your home. Dispose of waste responsibly. Avoid dumping plastics into gutters and report blocked channels. Stay informed about weather conditions and never ignore flood warnings. Flood prevention is not only the government's responsibility, it begins with everyday choices. A cleaner environment means safer streets. A safer street means a safer community. This rainy season, let us protect lives, protect property, and protect one another. I am Zoe McDarlington Esada. Let's fight flooding together.
Yes, we're back. We're back from our little trip, and we enjoyed ourselves. Yes, we did. Of course, the weather is beautiful here in Lagos today. So it's been raining, but yes, today that we went out, it is quite clear, lucid, very, very accommodating for people today. So yes, we went for a ride with an electric car e-hailing service, and it's a beautiful one. We love it, we enjoyed it, and we think it's something that you can try too. So if you have the opportunity to ride in an electric car, please do. There's no noise. You even know the car is moving. You think it's just rolling. It's a beautiful one, and it has these features that we saw that there's no engine, there's no oil. There are a lot of advantages to it. So like Temitope told us, the government should come into it so that even individuals can have it too. You'll be watching Space.com on LN247. Thanks for being there. Gimalo Angel Ologoke is my name.
Well, that's our show for today. For environmental commendations and concerns, follow us on Kingschat, LN247, and Space.com, LN247. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. You can send a mail, picture, or video to info2@ln247.news. Always remember that cleanliness is next to godliness. Therefore, be clean in thoughts, in words, and in deeds. Gimalo Angel Ologoke, signing out.